which is good. Okay, guys, I'm going to talk about client retention today. Something that we don't really look at. We go crazy with how many new clients we've got in the salon. Hey, guys, just let me know before I go on. Can you guys hear me? Can you give me some thumbs up? Give me some love. Let me know that yes, you can actually hear me. Check it over Facebook just here. Give me a high five, guys. Let me know that you are here, which is good. Let me know. Can you hear me? Am I loud and clear? Let me know. Oh, come on, guys. Let me know. Cool. Is that a yes, Louise? You can hear me because I'm going to dive in and dive straight in. Nice and quick. Let's get this over with today. Hopefully not take up too much of your time. Yeah, cool. Awesome, Amy. Like it. Yeah. Hey, loud and clear. Okay, cool. Let's go diving straight into this. Okay, so we do our best to try and attract clients into the salon. And I think when I used to track it, an average salon would keep about 17%. A really good salon, if you're really good, high-end, you're top staff, you know what you're doing, you keep about 50%. So you're still going to lose half the new clients that's coming in. Also, you're losing 20% of the back end. These are 20 people that are actually leaving your salon. It's massive. So if you can hold on to that 20%, you're going to make a 10%. No matter what, you can keep just half that. 10% more take-ins, which is massive. But the profit is where it really makes a difference. It is huge. Hey, you're sweet. Thank you, Tamara. So I'm going to talk about, Tamara, you'll know this inside out. I'm going to talk about really your client journey today. And what I ask you today is, why don't you just dive in and think about each touch point as we go. So let me just share my screen with you guys, and then hopefully we can sort of get this. Where are you? Here we go. I'm going to share my screen with you so you can really dive in here with me. So this is my drawing this morning of a salon. You'll see here. There you go. So you've got reception chairs on the left-hand side here. You've got some reception products as well. And then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 touch points in the salon. Number 5, you'll see over here, that's a reception desk. So if we imagine that as we go along, we won't be too short. That's really the journey in the salon. So if you imagine this particular client, so I'm going to get my nice pen to here. Let's get her nice and big. You imagine this client's going to walk in the salon like so. Let's make her a female, give her a skirt. Okay, cool. There she is. So she's walked in the salon. The first thing that she does is she needs to be greeted. Now you've got about, let me just get a nice smaller pen now. You have literally 20 seconds to win her over. 20 seconds, the first thing she's going to walk in there, she's going to scour your salon and she's going to decide whether she feels at home or not. It's as simple as that. Do I feel like this is my salon to be? Does the person on reception come around the reception desk and smile at me? Do I feel at home? That 20-second rule is absolutely huge here, guys, is to find out if you've actually won that client over. Then what happens is she tends to go over to this section through here, and she's going to sort of sit waiting to be sort of looked after. We get to number 1. This is the greeting section through here. So we are now, this is the really important section here, guys, is that when we get to here, I might just, wonder if I can highlight this red for you, big circle. I can't do a very good circle here, but let's find out if I go along. I'm going to keep it as black and just go through. So we're going to this section through here now. Section 1, the first thing we do when we actually get to see a client is we're going to sit down with them and we're going to give them a real, hey, here is my coffee menu, here is my drinks menu, here is my, I'm watching myself on Facebook delayed over there, which is crazy. Here is what we do things. Hi, my name's Tracy. Can we look after you? Give me a shout. Here's some water. The greeting that I'm making her feel really quite comfy. Okay, let's take that pressure off. If you've ever been somewhere new and you walk into a shop, a clothes shop or a restaurant, it's awkward, guys. We don't feel that our clients feel that when they walk into the salon, that they've walked into our destination. Normally what happens is the salon owner makes sure that all the staff are impeccable. You make sure your nails are done, your hair's done, your makeup's done. Now, they're walking into an environment where you've got these people that are dressed really smart. They're going to feel either a bit shabby or a bit insecure. Make them feel at home. There's nothing better than the biggest, fattest smile that you can get out of your mouth. Just smile. Hi, my name's Richard. I'm here to help you today. You know, take her over. Some people at section 1, give them a tour of the salon to make it feel like, hey, this is where we do our consultations. This is where we do our wash area. You'll see someone talk to you about the shampoos at the back and about the treatments that we've got accepted here for you to use. Then they move on to, hey, this is our color section. This is where we do all our color work. You can see it's a bit messy because we are a bit messy people. And then section 5, this is where you'll get to, you know, ask to read book and hopefully like us enough to come back. How good's that? A journey around the salon. This is where you can leave your handbag. This is where you go to the toilet. This is where you get the drink. Things like that people just take for granted. But people, how good would it be if you went to a restaurant and they showed you around? Hey, this is where you're going to be sitting having your meals there. But come with us. Let's give you a show. Hey, here's the cook. They're cooking through here. Here's the bathroom if you ever need to go. This is where you can get a nice drink. I mean, just think about that, the journey. Okay, number one, they actually feel relaxed. The greeting's all perfect. They're going to then take a little step to number two. That's when it's going to happen. That's when they're going to sit down and somebody, hopefully an expert, hopefully someone who knows what they're doing, is going to come along and say to them, hey, Mary, nice to see you. What would you like to have done today? What are them words? We used to start our consultations without fail. Without fail. We never used to go, if you use the word do, you're going to get a no. Do you want? No. Do you want to rebook? No. Do you want a treatment? No. So don't use the word no. Try and open it up and pull it out. How I do my consultations is that a client sits there and she can have 1,000,000 hairstyles in her mind, 1,000 colours, and 100 ideas of different shades of blonde or brown. My job is to narrow that down as small as I can. I then make less mistakes, and the good chance is they actually come back then because they like it. So it's nice and easy, really. For me, would you like to maintain and change the look you've got today, or would you like something different? Wow, I've now opened it up to say, hey, are we doing the same today, Mary? Or would you like something a bit different today? If they say, what would you like? You start your consultation process. You've got to figure out, like a detective, you've got to break down what this lady really wants. Does she want something for nighttime, daytime? Does she want to flip it? Does she wear heavy makeup? What's her skin tone? You know how to do this, guys. I don't need to break into that at this stage. So, number two, the consultation. This is the key. And I'm going to show you something here, guys. Really, really, number two. Okay, the consultation. This is where you sell your retail. Okay, this is where you sell your retail. This is where you sell your treatments. This is where you sell your rebooks. This is where you sell colours. This is where you sell yourself. If you notice number two, the consultation is just a real chat, but that's where all the work gets done. This is where you're listening. Remember, you're listening, you're listening, you're listening. All you are in this is a doctor-patient scenario. They walk in with problems, no matter what, everyone's got problems. Hey, how's your body? How's your flatness? How's your frizzy? Listen, guys, your job is just to fix the solution. Not to sell them a product. Your job is to fix them. But that's where, when your boss says to you, if you're a hairdresser, or you're trying to get your team, this is where it gets done. Number two, the consultation. Nothing's happened yet. We're just having a chat. What problems have you got? I feel a bit down. Would you like some fuzz around the face? Would you like to have a treatment today and have a beautiful massage? Get some glossiness back. That's where it all gets done, here. Number two, the consultation and the seed setting. We are setting seeds, okay, for rebooks, for retail, and for yourself. We're going to try and get them to actually fall in love with you at this stage. We haven't even done anything yet. We're just like the expert. You're coming with some problems, we're going to help them with solutions, and that's it. Then what happens is they go over to here. If you're a hair salon, by the way, this is where they go. Voted to be the best place to go in the world, the wash basin. I don't know about you guys. I find this really quite awkward. So I don't know. I mean, this is my personal opinion. I don't like this, okay? I don't like talking in this area. I just don't like it. I like it to be silent and soft. There is nothing worse than having your head washed and somebody is chatting to you by, hey, we're going to use coconut shampoo on you today. Would you like to smell it? And shove it under their nose because people have said to them, that's how you sell shampoo. You shove the smell under their nose when they're lying there being relaxed. No, you don't, guys. You see, at number two, that's where you do all the work. That's where you say, I'm going to put this on you. I'm going to do that. If you use good quality products, they're going to smell them no matter what. You don't have to shove it under their nose or up their nostrils for them to smell it. Think about it. When you want a treatment, it's number two. Oh, your hair's a bit dry today. Would you like to have treatment on there today? It will do X, Y, and Z and fix that problem you've got. Yes, I will. It's done. Number 3, I find, is the place where you're actually going to start them to actually relax and enjoy it. So I don't like any talking. So for me, I'm going to put a big fat because I don't like talking at the basin. I don't. It's a real quiet area. You've done all your talking, you've done all your listening, you've gone over to number 3, and it's all about time for you to chill out and relax. I think if there's a survey done and 90% of people prefer to have the basin than anything, or would you like to get the hairdressers or the massage at the basin? So take your time, guys. And by the way, if they're having a treatment, give them a bonus massage. That's what they're paying for. We used to have a rule. It was a 3-minute, 5-minute, 3-minute, 5-minute. You know, so you do a wash, the treatments have to be 5 minutes. The conditioner has to be 5 minutes. It has to be really Indian head massage going on here, down in the neck. Get it done. Number 3, no talking. Remember that. Don't try and sell shampoo there, guys. Bad for business, hey? It's all to be done. And by the way, there's nothing worse, just let me say that, there's nothing worse than when you're doing falls at that basin and you're pulling over. I don't like this. It's one of my pet hates. You got a junior that took the colour off and they go, ooh, it's looking a bit funny. 1 second. I'll leave you here, madam. Off you run around the salon. Oh, Tracy, come to the basin quickly. Off Tracy comes to the basin. Oh, no, it's not working too well. Off Tracy goes, gets the manager. Now you've got 3 people. The lady's lying there thinking, oh, no, something's gone wrong. Think about it, guys. Train your juniors to deal with these problems. If it's come out a bit yellow, train them to know how to counteract that. Don't just leave it to the other guys. If you can't do that, make sure the senior takes the colour off and then someone takes over after that. It's nothing worse than lying there thinking, what's going on? It's all gone wrong. If that's you, shove a mirror up in there so they can actually see what's going on. Because, oh no, we all try and hide it. We're chucking things on. Oh, it's gone too dark. So you wanted grey and now it's really grey. I don't mean nice grey. You know what grey I mean? You know? Think about it, guys. No talking. This is the time where people relax. This is the time where people think, I'm going to come back here. It's absolutely wonderful. Okay, cool. Hopefully we got that. We now move on to number 4. Okay, number 4. Let me tell you what's special about number 4, guys. Right, number 4. Okay. This is your teaching place. We think it's where they're going to come and get the colour done or they're going to actually get their hair cut. Then number 4. This is where you teach them. This is where you sort of, you educate them. This is where you show. This is where you tell. Yeah. It's like, hey, you said you come in, you've got problems with your hair being flat. Well, I'm going to cut you a few layers at the top to give you some lift. And when you blow dry your hair, when I get to blow dry it, I'm going to show you how you can do that and what products actually work. Really? Yeah. Okay. Let's do the haircut. Talk about rubbish. By the way, guys, I like rubbish talk. Talk about your holidays. Talk about your mum. Talk about your big feet. Talk about whatever you like. It's all about communication, building up a community. People need to have that connection. So talk rubbish. I love hairdressers talking rubbish. Everyone goes, oh, no, we should talk business for 45 minutes. How boring is that? If I went in there and someone just talked about me for 45 minutes, I'd be bored. I want to know about you. I want to know about your life. I want to make sure we've got some connection going on. But make sure you get in the teach, the show, and the tell. So that means that when they're at number 4, what goes on here is quite simple. What goes on here is you do your usual, how you been? How's things? Oh, how's your kids? Oh, just growing up so fast, all that rubbish. And then you get to the point where you tell them what you're doing. So you tell them why you're putting layers in or why you're not putting layers in because your hair's big and buffy. We're going to keep them layers long and heavy. And then you go, right, these are the products I'm going to use to actually counteract your problems that you had in number 2. Simple as that. So what we're going to do is do this. Show them how much you use, show them the product, show them how to use it. You're not selling anything, guys. You're just showing talent. So you put it on, this is how you do it, and just blow dry, pull that hair dry brush, pull it like that. Here, you have a go. Oh, no, not like this, So you teach them, yeah, all good. It takes about 5 or 10 minutes, guys, but they're loving you for it. That's why they're here. So you give them a good old show, beautiful. Then you finish off, it's all good. They look impeccable. They're going, ooh, I've just lost 5 years here. I'm feeling a bit hot. How good do I look? And then that's where you lock it in. You go, hey, you know how good you look today? You know what? You're going to recreate this at home. So when you get to the reception desk, they're going to ask you if you want any products. If you do, A, B, and C are the products that you want. So let's go through here. We're going to have product A, product B, and product C. So you're going to say to them, look, Mary, if you really want to pull that out, A is going to help you pull that out through there without burning your hair. B is going to hold it in place. And C is going to stop it coming back. You need to use A and B every single day and C every other day. When you get over to reception at number 5, someone's going to ask you, would you like to take any of these products home? And it's up to you if you do, but that's what I would use to make your hair look great. Okay, cool. No pressure here, guys. No pressure at all, okay? You've just set the seed that this is what they need because you're just the fixer. That's all you are. You're just fixing a problem. Nice and easy. Okay, so start at number 4. That's also where you say to them, I'm just going to abbreviate this, guys. You know what RB stands for. This is where you say at number 4, look, Mary, to make sure that them layers don't come back, to make sure that your head doesn't get broken again, to make sure whatever that she's come to fix, I can see you again in about 6 weeks' time. I do get quite busy, so when you get to reception, the lady asks you to rebook. I'd really like to see you in 6 weeks. Is that okay? Cool. So you've now set the seed on rebooking this client, but the hair, you haven't even finished yet. She's just thinking how good she is. You're showing her the back, and this is the bit that's the winning. I love it. I love it. That's where you get all this in. So now she thinks, okay, is someone selling me? Is someone not selling me? They want me to come back. Isn't that good? Think about this, guys. You've actually said to someone, I want to see you again. Of course you want to see them again. They're sitting there thinking, she wants to see me again. That's a positive. Why are we so scared about rebooks? Anyway, all good so far. So my problem is that we then got now this lady, she's got this information, and she gets on to number 5. Now, the one thing that most people do is they get scared here. They get scared to go, oh, we've got to close the sale. Do you know what I do? I get my first year to deal with this. Not a receptionist, not a manager. A first year, they're trained really well. So a junior in my salon, what tends to happen is they're looking around and they'll go, right, someone's now ready to get the till. Richard's ready to finish. I'm going to go and take over. And they run around when they're free and they stand behind the reception desk and they've got the biggest beaming smile as this lady, she's doing the rounds, remember, guys, as this lady comes round to number 5 to reception, okay? And what tends to happen, I'm going to just use a name off the top of my head, for example. So Tamara, my first year apprentice, is actually at the reception desk, and she'll say, "Ooh, Mary, you look delish. How good do you look?" And Mary goes, "Yeah, Richard's done a great job today. Awesome, fantastic." So she sits there and she gets her bill, and she'll go, "Right, that's £300 today." And Mary goes, "Oh, fantastic. How good's that? Cheap as chips, And then Tamara turns around and goes, "Would you like to take any products home with you today?" And she'll go, "Oh, yes. Which ones did Richard want?" And the thing is that Richard, sneaky little thing, isn't he? Richard's ran round to number 5, and he has A, B, and C on the reception desk, ready to go. So all Tamara does is turns around and points at the reception desk and goes, "Would you like to take any of these home with you today?" There's no pressure. The lady thinks Tamara doesn't care. "Good evening, Marina." Doesn't care if I say yes or no because Tamara didn't do my hair. So there's no pressure there. Can I afford them? That's our call. That's your call. So now she's thinking, okay, do I need 2? Do I need 1? Tamara's fully trained, by the way. She's the first year. She knows the prices of them shampoo conditioners. She knows what they do. No one, within 2 weeks of working for me, they'll know what's in there. That's a test, the first thing we do. Every single product on my shelf and what price it is. Your staff need to know this. So this lady says to Tamara, "Which I can only afford 2, Tamara would know the answer of that. Sometimes she'll say, you need all 3. Richard wouldn't suggest all 3, if that's what the combination is. So also, that is 30, blah, 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 whatever it is. And in my salon, my girls are trained there. They're waiting for stage 4 for Richard to comment or any other stylist to comment how long that rebook's going to be. They listen in my salon because that's what they do. So she turns around at this stage and she'll go, let's do this. "Richard wants to see you again in 6 weeks." She already knows this. She's like a miracle person. It's her job to do that. "Would you like X?" And the lady's now going to say yes or no. That is it. If she says no, so what? If she says yes, so what? It's as easy as that. So anyway, at this stage, we have a little stamp section that we stamp for their retail products because we want to keep them a bit loyal and do a bit of selling of the loyalty there and then. Then, by the way, guys, and one more thing, there's the last stage here that I want to show you. She leaves with this big fat bag. Let's put a shopping bag in her now because she's leaving. And stage 6. Everyone forgets this stage. She is out of the salon for 6 weeks. Let me tell you what she's doing. Every single morning that she gets up, when she leaves her house, she is wearing a T-shirt with "I had my hair cut by Richard" on it. You don't know she's wearing that T-shirt. So when she sits and has coffee with her friends, their friends are thinking 2 things. "Wow, your hair, it looks beautiful." "Oh, your hair looks awful." It's a fact. women are going to look at, okay? They're judging my work. And eventually they're going to ask, who does your hair? A, to never come in because it's awful, or I want the same thing because you look beautiful. The thing is, guys, I don't know how good you are, but if you don't educate your client to look after their hair at home, they won't know how to handle it when they get up. Because 9 out of 10 clients, when they get up in the morning, look like they've had a fight with a gorilla. They do. And your job is to actually make this work really well. Good on you, Tammy. Hey, how good's this? Reliving one of our team meetings, hey? You know it is. So the fact is, guys, at this stage, at 6, we think it's not important. It's the most important. We've done the touch points in the salon, but 6, you've got to get your team to actually understand this, that this is so important. That in the morning, the next day, next week, week after that, this lady's going to get up and she's going to go, oh, what's happened to my hair? How did they show and tell me? You know, oh yeah, this product does this product does that. It said pull like that. I look half decent. Hey, I could be a hairdresser. It's as simple as that. Because you're getting judged no matter what. So if you get lazy at stage 4, guys, and lazy at stage 5, think about it. Think about this journey. So I want to just go through this journey really quick, but a different perspective. Journey number 1 is really making that client feel at home. That's all it is. The big smile, call her by her name, even if you've never met her before. Stage 2 is really showing how an expert you are, and you're a doctor, patient, you're fixing all the problems that they have. 3 is cementing that home, that really good feel. That's all it is, guys. I don't care if she has a treatment or a wash. 3 is where the love happens. 4 is where you cement that community, that you actually have a connection with her. Hey, I've got a 5-year-old child as well, or I've got a horse. It's things like that. You're cementing that community. Talk rubbish here, guys. That's what you need to do. But remember, teach, show, tell. That's where you do all the work of number 2 comes back on number 4. Hey, Mary, you say you wanted a fringe, but you've got a cowlick here. If I do X, Y, and Z, it might help you, but it's going to be hard work for you. Try and blow dry it the opposite way. You know what you're doing, guys? You're fixing stuff. So number 4, you're fixing. Hey, you're fixing that problem, cementing that you're the expert and what you want to happen next. Number 4 is fixing number 5. Number 4 is fixing number 6. Number 2 is helping number 4. Can you see how they're all joined? You can't miss them out. It's impossible. Number 5, get someone else to take the bill. You don't need managers and receptionists unless you've got a real big salon. I don't see why you do. You can train your first years to do this. Get them to become hairdressers or beauticians. That's what we actually want anyway, isn't it? You know, 5 is just really cementing it all together. It's just somebody, it could have been a chimpanzee going, Richard said, do you want some products? Richard said, do you want to read book? You see, it's no pressure. They can say no to that person. It's no interaction. And then, of course, the really big goodbye. Thank you for coming. We love you. Hey, guy, hey, fire. I was used to be in Cairns. I still go there every year without fail. In the cafe, we go to the Paleo Cafe. I'm still amazed. If you guys are in Cairns, go to that Paleo Cafe and see this. We're sitting there. We're eating our meal. It's pumping. And as soon as I put the plate and I walk out the door, somebody shouts goodbye. They make it a fact that they go, hey, thank you, see you again. I feel really good when I leave. That little goodbye that, hey, someone's noticed me. So number 5, make them feel good here, guys. Like, you know what? We really enjoyed you in the salon. It's as easy as that. And 6 is what's going to cement that client coming back. Because 6, you see, when she's gone home and you think, yes, I've got her money, she's bought 3 products, doing what she is. If you haven't done your job properly at 2 and 4, like get the right face shape, get everything right for number 4, it's not going to happen, guys. You know, you've got to do your job. This is really, really important. This client journey is how you grow your salon. It's how you stop losing clients. It's how you grow your salon fast. It's how you, as the owner, sit and do your team meetings every single week. People say to me, what do you talk about? I talk about stages 1 to 6 for 10 years. The reason I do that is because, like, how can I make one better? How can I make the greeting better? How can I make the consultations better? How can I get these problems out of these clients? How can I narrow down 1 million haircuts down to 2 as quick as possible so there's less mistakes? Did you know most people that have complaints at stage 5 or stage 6 when they phone up or give you bad reviews is because number 2 wasn't adhered to properly? You didn't ask the right questions at the right time. You just did what you think the client wanted. I used to make sure my clients asked a question and when they said it, you repeat it back. So you said you wanted short pixie haircut. No, I want short bob. Oh, I thought you meant pixie. You've got to repeat yourself, guys. By the way, a little tip before we go here, a little tip. Number 5 And number 4, when you want to tell the client about a product, so when you go, hey, A does this, B does this, C does this, everyone goes, oh, let them touch it, they'll buy it. It's sort of okay, but it's not the thing, guys. Shove it on the shelves, I hate that. You shove it in front of the client, give it to them. Oh, they've held it, they've bought it. Who teaches that crap? As soon as they hold it, they're going to buy it. Not going to happen. Okay, listen, this is what tends to happen, guys, is that when you talk about a product, you've got to learn to shut up and listen. Because the next person who speaks is the next person who's going to buy that product. And what tends to happen is most hairdressers get so nervous, they just rattle on about that product and the client's just bored and think, ooh, she's trying to sell me. I'll never buy then. So you tell them what it does, you show them how it works, and you shut up. That's all you need to do. And then someone else goes, hey, would you like to take this home with you? Nice and easy. Hey, thanks, Nina. Really easy. Also, guys, another tip. I'm giving tips away here willy-nilly. Another tip, just a pop. Think about this. I want you to watch this today. Tell me if this happens in your salon. It is real, okay? The client, if she comes into your salon and she's got time to kill, or you've told her she wants these products and she's handing it over to the reception desk, they pick, I don't know why we do this, but this is what happens. They pick that product up, and do you know what they do with it? They look at the bottom. They look at the bottom of the bottle. Why do we do that? I don't know who put that into our brains. Do you know why they do that, guys? Because they're looking for the price. So what you do when you've got this beautiful product, shove the price underneath, not on the side, not on the front, underneath. The client will pick it up, I guarantee it, and she'll look underneath for the price. And there it'll be, and she'll know. And then she can decide, oh, no one saw the price. I want that. It's too expensive for me, or I'm going to take it with me. You know, really, hidden under there. Oh, there. One more thing. Oh, it's too, sorry, guys. Hey, okay, one more second. By the way, guys, if you really, really want to make sure someone sells, let's just say it's a little bit of I find it hard, but it's what people say works. Here we go. At number 4, as they come to number 5, so you haven't passed them over to the junior yet or anybody else who's until you walk over to the stand and you look at the stand and you go, Actually, I might draw this out because it might be a bit easier. So it might be a bit easier. I don't know if it's going to be easy or not, but we'll see. Okay, number 2. Let's just say we have problem 1, problem 2, problem 3. Okay, and over at reception 5, there's the reception desk. We've got 1 billion products. Okay, well, okay, 1 billion products. I'm just going to go. Let's say that's one product there too. And you got to imagine over this side on number 5, guys, is the stand. Okay, just imagine that. So at number 2, the lady goes, oh, I've got big bushy hair. It's really frizzy and the wind blows it everywhere. Nice and easy. Okay. So when I go over to from number 4 to number 5, before I leave it with a junior, before you move on to your next client, okay. Sorry guys, I know I'm crazy, but this is what tends to happen. You walk up to the retail stand and you go, what's my best product that I've got for bushy hair? This one's the best product for bushy hair. What's the best one to hold that in style? That hairspray is a bit hard. Oh no, that hairspray is really good. Oh, that hairspray is really good. What have I got to soften that cuticle? Oh, this is the best. Now, the lady's listening to me fix her problem. Talking to nobody. I'm talking to a stand. What she's actually thinking is, this guy has took me seriously at number 2. He's got 1 billion products in front of me, and he's handpicking the best of the best for me. Nice and easy, guys. And then somebody, a random first-year apprentice usually, comes up and goes, hey, Mary, you look delish. Beautiful. That'd be £300, these. Not a problem. You going to take any of these with you? I think I need all 3, Richard said. I think you do too. Here you go. Oh, by the way, here's a little bonus. Give her a bonus. Give her something for free. She's bought 3 products for $300. Give her a gift. She's going to walk out to her husband and say, I've just spent $450, but they gave me a free comb. Anyway, and by the way, remember, guys, that's the deal where you go, right, Richard wants to see you again in 6 weeks. Don't give them the choice. You know, he wants to see you in 6 weeks, yes or no. Easy. How's the 31st of October for you? I don't know what I'm doing. I tell you what, we'll book you in, we'll send you a text message the next day, and Richard will get you ready for the next time you come in. When you come in, guys, when they come in again, guess what? Hey, Mary, how was your hair? Think about it. You remembered. Yeah, make some notes somewhere. How was your hair? Sorry, guys, I went off crazy there. But anyway, that's how I did my client journey. That's how I've done it for 20 years. And the fact is, I don't care what sort of salon you are. You could be the best in town. You could be turning over $1 million. Your job is to work out, how do I make 1 better? How do I make 2 better? How do I make 3 better? How do I make 4 better? How do I make 5 better? The touch points in the salon. And then you hone in number 6 by saying again, at number 2, how was your hair last time? Actually, I still had problems. Really? You know, and do something. What I used to do is the product I sold them didn't work for them. I'd swap it for free. I gave up. I actually cared, you know? All right, guys, any questions? I'm going to get out of here. It's been 30 minutes on here. Didn't mean to go too crazy like that, but let me stop sharing. There you go. That's my step-by-step how to hold retention in your salon. It's a bit crazy, but it's really factual. And that's what you do. You do your team meetings, each single one. You'll see me. Tamara, who just mentioned that, she used to work for me over and over and over again. When we'll have a problem and a complaint, we dive in. It's as simple as that. So there you go, guys. It's been great. Hopefully, yeah, cool. I hope you enjoyed something through there. Yeah, awesome. All right, guys, let's get out of here. If any questions want to come through, I'll answer them. If not, let's go and have a cracking Friday. Until next week, which is awesome. By the way, the client journey, if you are into that, we have a mini course that we do at the moment, a 9-week course, and that is in it's in our subsection 3. We do 3 things that work on making your client journey absolutely remarkable. We do the consultation, so that one has a whole subsection all on its own, just on the consultation, and then we hone in them skills of that client journey. It is so important. That client journey made me so much money in my salon because every single one is about training your staff and touch points for that client. It's not just about client retention, it's about average bill, it's about rebooking. There's so much money to be made with that client journey, guys. That is where the key to stop that leaking bucket in your salon. If you've got clients or you're on a treadmill and things aren't growing so much, sort out your client journey. And you may think you have one or you don't have one, but I tell you what, it's going on regardless if you're in control or out of control. It's as simple as that. Marina, I'm sure that you have your client journey down pat. I know you do. But that is the key, and it's training your staff on this client journey. So we used to hold team meetings for 20 years on this. And people said to me, what are you talking about in your meetings? You know what I'm talking about? My client journey. We had a client come in who complained today. She complained about the hair not suiting her. Well, my consultations need fixing, don't they? So I look at that one. I then find out my rebooks have dipped. So I now know at number 4 and number 2, I'm looking what people are saying. So as an owner, I'm sitting there, we call it tower method. I'm sitting there and I'm watching what my staff do at number 2, and I'm watching what my staff do at number 4. Oh, there's a hole. When did they start doing that? That's how you grow your business, guys. Hone in the client journey. Hope you enjoyed today. I've enjoyed giving it, so there we go. Have a good day, guys.